All right. So it's been a couple days since I talked to you. It's been a minute. We've been fighting with the insurance company. Basically, they came out and said it would be $1,000 to fix our garage roof, and it would be $600 to fix the house roof. They gave us, I think, like $2,000 to fix the fence, $4,000 for the RV carport. The issue is with the roofs. Like I said, they want $1,000. They gave us $1,000 to fix this and $600 to fix that. Just had a roof guy come by. He's thinking more like $3,600 for both. And all they want to do is just replace each shingle that's messed up. They don't want to do the whole roof. They just want to do the bare minimum. If a shingle's messed up, pull it out, slip a new one in its place, kind of thing. Last night we had the one of the worst rainstorms that we've had in a while. Like, we kept getting flash flooding warnings, and my Ford, if you hold the unlock button down, it rolls the windows down, and evidently I had the keys in my pocket and it rolled these windows down through that storm. So now our truck is wet. So I'm gonna have to spend some time and suck out all this water. Let this thing air out. I'm an idiot. Anyways, look at this. All of our, I guess it didn't get as much rain in here as I thought, because the business cards are still dry. It's just the floorboards, I guess. All right, well, let me get to work. I know I haven't been talking much here lately. Depression and fighting insurance companies and dealing with all of that. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm tired of it, you know. All right, so I talked about this air conditioning belt in another video. So I went ahead and I was gonna just do the belt, but I think I found the pulleys and the belt for like $150. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do everything. So as I'm trying to take this the tensioner off, probably after maybe 6 turns, the bolt just started to feel like it was gonna snap off, and it did. It broke off. So now I don't understand. I don't know why it broke off. Now, where's it at? It's back behind the alternator here. I'll have to take this alternator off to get to this thing. Yeah, so I was like, I'm just gonna put it back on then. And then nope, it felt like it was gonna snap that way too. I don't know why it broke. Man, it's always something. I mean, it looks like there's a little nub sticking out, so maybe I can get something on that. Maybe I can weld a nut or something on that, and we can get that thing to back out. All right. You know, I even kind of wiggled the pulley around on that and everything, and I was like, oh man, I don't even need to replace this. But then I'm like, man, I already have it. I might as well do it. So there it is. I don't understand. So what I need to do now is get a torch and then heat up around it. And then I've got these things in the Mac. Let me go grab them. These things here are super, super nice to have for like rounded off nuts and bolts and stuff. I'm hoping I can get one of these onto this. I don't know that that's going to work though, because these are threads, so it's just going to crush into that. I want to probably try to get a nut on this thing if I can, so I can weld a nut onto it before I go destroying those threads. Yeah, I guess I could take what's left of this bolt here and see if I've got any nuts that'll fit it. Could screw the nut on and then get in here with the welder and weld that thing. Which means I have to disconnect the batteries so we don't fry the computer. Which means I have to take off one of the side skirts. What a nightmare, man. I don't know why it felt so tight coming out, man. This just doesn't make any sense. And you can't really, I could tell that it was tight. There was nothing I could do at that point. Like, you can't get in there behind. You can't get in there behind this thing to like heat anything up. It's just how it is. All right, battery's disconnected. I can't find my welding helmet. My garage is an absolute nightmare right now. We've got this tacked on right now. I want to go ahead and heat up around this bolt. I know the weld got it hot, but the weld got the bolt hot. So we're gonna heat up around this thing. Then I'm gonna try to break this thing loose. Hopefully that weld job holds, because I could not see what I was welding. All right, attempt number 1, and hopefully the only one. Man, I don't know why it's so freaking tight, man. It's just I think it's steel into aluminum. I think this plate is aluminum, and I think what's happened is it's corroded. Anytime you mix two pieces of metal, it corrodes. I'm gonna throw more heat to this thing. It doesn't feel like it's gonna budge. All right, we are we're over an hour into this now. I've welded this thing a few times and it just snaps the bolt off further and further back. So now I'm gonna attempt to easy out this thing. If this easy out breaks, I'm really screwed. Pick my tools up, pretty much have half of my garage out here for one little fucking bolt, because I just can't fucking win when it comes to shit. That's always got to be an issue with everything I do. It's mind-boggling how something simple, you try to do simple maintenance on something and you figure, I've already got the part, let's go ahead and replace it, and you get this right here. This is what you get. This is why I'm a 90%er, because if I go the whole 100%, if I get through 90% and nothing happens, I need to cut my losses and just be happy with it. See if I can heat this thing up. I might have to find a little socket to stick on this, because I don't know if this wrench is gonna turn on this little easy out, man. I don't know if this is gonna work. Man, it's so hard to tell if it's turning or if I'm twisting this thing or if it's just biting into it right now. Like, I don't think it's moving, man.
I think the wrench is just turning on it.
I think this easy out's trying to break. Should I try to go up one more size easy out? What do I got here? Man, see, that's just too big for this size bolt I have. That's hot. It's hard to tell if it's just like digging the teeth into the bolt right now, or if it's... It doesn't seem like it's doing it, man.
Battery's almost dead.
Yeah. Well, see if we're gonna snap an easy off out on it. just not wanting to spin.
Yeah.
Man.
It's not moving at all.
Trying to make sure I'm not like pulling down on it. I mean, I don't think there's really any way to prevent that. I can't tell what it's doing, man. It's slipping.
Yep.
It's slipping in the bolt. The bad thing is I couldn't get the drill bit directly in the middle of the bolt because the fan and everything's in the way and the drill's too big. So I kind of just... Man, everything's hot. It's just spinning. Oh, that's good. Where'd you go, you stupid thing? Right here on the rail, but I bet it's smoking hot. I'm not gonna try to grab it right now. I don't know, the next size up is massive. I mean, maybe. Maybe. What's the worst that could happen, huh? Let's see, it wants me to use a 7/16 drill bit. Man, this thing has everything but like normal drill bit sizes. There is no 7/16. I just can't see anything, man. I can't tell. I almost just want to weld a nut around this easy out. It's just not moving it, man. Why? It just won't grab, man. It just won't grab. I just don't know what to do, man. It's like the bolt is harder than this, because look, it's starting to it's just eating this up. Those are gone. It's supposed to be nice and sharp for this thing to dig into. And it's just eating that up. Alright, day 2. I ended up getting rained out. I ran up to Lowe's to get a right angle drill. I couldn't get them to help me to get one out of, because I was going to get one of the battery powered cobalt ones, and I couldn't get help to save my life up there, so I bought one of these dealios. Came back, set some flashlights up, just tried to drill this out some more. Rona. And I don't know if I talked about it, but I bought these like really nice drill bits. Threw all my Harbor Freight crap away and bought some really good drill bits that Project Farm was talking about. Excuse me. Let me see, what are these called? I can't even remember. Drill Hog drill bits. They're supposed to be amazing drill bits. But what I'm finding is, some of them just doesn't drill. Some of them just don't drill. It's almost like if you put these in front of me next to some Harbor Freight ones, I couldn't tell you the difference, because it seems like the same way with Harbor Freight drill bits. Some of them drill amazing, some of them won't drill at all. And that's exactly what I'm running into with this. So I'm trying to drill this hole out, and I end up welding in a little bit because we ended up drilling some. Because I couldn't get my drill in there, it didn't quite drill exactly straight. So I filled it back in with some weld, and I've been trying to drill this to get like a straight through, because I'll just keep stepping up the drill bits, and we'll drill out as much as that bolt as possible, and then we'll try to do something with it. I don't know. I mean, the only other thing to do, and I really, really hope I don't have to, is I think this piece right here is completely separate. But see, it's got this pipe that goes into this piece. The AC compressors on it. There's a bunch of stuff attached to it, but I think this whole piece is a separate piece. And I really hope I don't have to do anything with that. But I don't know. I'm going to try to drill this thing out some more today and see what we can do with it. All right, store run number 2. I had to take that welding helmet back. It was It wasn't an auto shade helmet. It was just always dark all the time. You couldn't see anything. The helmet wouldn't flip down all the way. Anyway, so we got another welding helmet. That welding helmet's trash. My other welding helmet was trash. They're all trash. They just wear out. Anyways, and then I picked up some super glue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to super glue a washer perfectly over this hole and then weld this hole. Because I don't know if I was getting this quite on. Let's see. I've got a couple of failures here. See if we can tell from looking at it. Okay, so here's one of the failures, and you can see it's just breaking the bolt off more and more and more. I mean, I guess if I have to, I'll just keep welding to it and breaking it off until there's nothing left. I really don't want to take this piece off. I really don't want to do it. So I'm going to super glue this washer on there where it's perfectly over the hole, and then we'll weld it in, and then I'll weld another nut to it. And I don't know, fingers crossed. I'm so overworking on this piece of shit. All right, we got another nut welded on here, and of course it's starting to rain again. Granted, it's not showing any rain for this entire week, and it hasn't rained since it rained in the Ford the other day, and it hadn't rained since that, since the hurricane. But anytime that I try to do something, it's gonna rain. I'm hoping it lets off here. I'm gonna try to go ahead and break this thing loose. I don't know if I should let this thing cool down. I've been trying to break it loose while it's hot. I don't know if that's hurting me or helping me. Maybe I'll let this one cool down, man. I've let all the other ones stay hot, hoping that heat would be in that bolt. Oh, I don't know what to do, man. I've also been spraying the back of the bolt with this penetrating fluid. I've been spraying that since yesterday or last night. Obviously hasn't been helping. Leave me alone. I am working. Leave me alone. I'm working. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can do it one-handed. I got a camera holder coming.
Camera holder?
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I couldn't break this thing loose with one hand. Or break the bolt off even further down. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I mean, that's a good sign, because normally they just snap the bolt off.
What if we spray it with more of
did.
that PV shit?
I did.
Oh. I mean, people said they were leaving that shit on for days.
I've been spraying it since yesterday.
Yeah. They were like a couple days.
I don't feel like it gets into the threads, though.
I don't know. Somebody was talking about drilling somewhere, but it was on a car.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so. I mean, that's a good sign, man. That like, I was breaking it. Please come out. Please come out. Please come out. Yo. Please. Please. Is it coming out, Lita?
I mean, it looks like there's a gap in that between the washer and stuff.
Is that all the bolt?
I don't know.
That's a lot of the bolt, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all the bolt, though. All right, let me go take a picture. Where's my phone?
Right here.
What a freaking mess. I don't think it's all the bolt, man. Wow, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, man. We're going from bad to worse. Is that bolt? Look how much of it pulled out.
It's like
yeah, you can see it. It broke a little bit off of right here.
Yeah.
I welded the snot out of it, man. I mean, the only thing I know to do is to see if I have a tap this size now, and to just try to go ahead and drill out whatever's left and re-tap it. Man, I don't want to go to town again. Bro, it's such a nightmare in Lowe's, man.
Yeah, Sunday.
All right, so I made another trip back up to Lowe's, and I got a tap and a drill bit for the size. So that bolt is M10 by 1.5. So I found the tap and the drill bit. Even with the angle of that drill, what did I do with that thing? Did I put it up already?
Is it on the ground?
Oh, I bet it's on the ground. Okay. Even with this being shorter, I had to cut like 3 inches off this drill bit in order to get all of this in there. And it started to look like, which I don't know, we may still have to. I started draining the coolant out of here because I'm like, I got to take the bracket off. Because I couldn't tell if this thing was drilling straight or not. Anyways, we ended up finally getting all the way drilled through. I end up tapping it through. Also, when I was uptown, the bolt that we need is, it looks like this. I think it's called a cap screw. I can't find this size bolt in a cap screw, so I bought one of these. And then the problem with that is it doesn't fit down inside. It doesn't fit down inside here. See? And this would fit down inside here. So what I'm thinking about doing is I bought, this is probably going to be temporary, while I order one of these bolts. I don't know when we're going back out. Will we ever go back out? I don't know. I bought a sleeve, and I'll cut a sleeve down, and then we'll run the bolt where the bolt sits flush with this. Like that. And then we can tighten this bolt on the outside. But we don't even know if it's done. So I just got done tapping it. We're gonna see if this even lines up. And honestly, these threads might be so messed up that I might run a bolt long enough where it'll come out the back and we can stick a nut on the back. That's what I'm thinking about doing, man. Oh, I got sockets everywhere. I got a freaking mess out here, man. Okay, that's got to go like that. That's got to go like that. That's got to go like that. Huh? Hot dog. Yeah. And then it should be easy to just come in here and replace that, just that bolt, I think.
Hopefully.
Or we just leave it and we never look back. All right. Next one is this. This needs to go. Oh man, I had to watch a video for this last time because it was crazy. Crap.
So we're gonna have to find one of those bolts.
Yeah, the reason that it has a sunken bolt is because that belt
Is right up on it now.
is right up next to that bolt, or that belt's right up next to that bolt. So it has to have one of those. It has to have one of those bolts. So I guess what we'll do is we'll try Fleet Pride tomorrow when they open up. I don't know. If they don't have one, I guess I have to order one.
Yeah.
I went to Lowe's, I went to Home Depot, I went to Tractor Supply. I would say Tractor Supply has the best bolt selection. And they still didn't have it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so glad we got that old bolt out though, and we got something that'll thread in. Holy smokes. All right, it's the next day. I woke up, I went into town, and I found a bolt. So, we are done. It is back together. I can't freaking believe it. Oh, man, that was supposed to be a 15-minute job. What a nightmare that turned out to be. So that's done. I just got to clean up my mess now. I put anti-seize on everything too. I anti-seized all these bolts. So if something happens again, hopefully those bolts won't get stuck in there. So that's done. I got to clean up my mess. Today is Monday. We're going to start looking for a load, man. We got to get out of here. We got to start making some money. Huh, kitty? You're such a sweet girl. Well, as you can see, I have tools absolutely everywhere. Doesn't help that it starts raining 5 seconds into working every day. But we'll get it done. All right, let me clean up this mess. We'll find us a load. See if we can make some money before Thanksgiving. You guys are probably seeing this at Christmas time. I apologize. I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person, Katie. Yeah.